Starting off, grabbing your Thera band and placing it underneath your belly or your hip bone is where we're going to get started, and then lay down on your stomach and hold each opposite side of the bands nice and taut, and then doing spinal extensions, just using the strength of your back to lift you as you're also pulling the TheraBands up. So there's micro movements happening in the arms, but you're really trying to kiss those shoulder blades together every single time that you lift the back off the ground. Making sure not to squeeze the glutes too tightly here and creating too much extra tension unnecessarily in the low back. Really trying to take this action into the upper spine and the shoulders. Staying nice and active throughout the legs, and then staying upright and going for some lateral bends to the left and to the right. Really using your side obliques in that lifted position, like you're a little airplane flying above the clouds. Keeping the bands taut, keeping that engagement throughout the back, and lowering down. Now placing the band underneath your feet in a seated position and pulling the arms back again, finding that engagement between the shoulder blades and in the upper back. Go at your own pace here and do as many reps as you feel like you need to in your body. We'll be doing about 10 for each workout. And keep finding that engagement. And again, the closer you grip the band, the more resistance you will feel. And now you can toss the band to the side and grab your balls. And we're going to do some rolling. So taking the balls to the low back and rolling all the way inch by inch till you get to the upper shoulders. But starting here at the low back, you can windshield wiper the legs left and right. If that feels good, maybe tucking the tailbone in the pelvis. And I like to use my arms to help gently glide myself up and down. Or you can just go inch at a time. Choose your own adventure in this moment. Maybe finding some gentle chugging with the feet, lifting the hips, finding a better position, allowing your body to really dictate where it wants to go throughout this movement. Again, maybe finding those rocking of the hips side to side, windshield wipering the knees as you inch by inch move up the spine. Finding yourself in that mid-back area right now. You can probably take the legs long, one leg long, and bring the opposite knee into the body. Breathing throughout this. The breath is so important in this work. It allows the oxygen to come back into the body, back into the muscles. And transferring to the other leg, taking one leg long and bending the other into the body. And if this doesn't feel comfortable, then by all means, then you can just keep your legs long on the floor, or keep doing those windshield wipering of the knees back and forth, or just do some sustained compression in one area. So again, inching yourself, your hips are moving down, the balls are moving up your back, inch by inch, maybe finding those gentle sways side to side. The balls are almost at the tip of your shoulder blades now. And also be mindful if you're wearing a lot of baggy clothing that the balls may get eaten up by them. So tight-fitting clothing or less clothing is preferred during this kind of rolling. as the balls will eat up any hair or loose clothing. So definitely keep your hair up and off your shoulders so that they do not get consumed or tangled up in the balls. And just gently going at your own pace, moving up the spine, taking your time inch by inch. No need to rush this work. And whenever you find yourself right in between those shoulder blades, feel free to do nice big snow angel arms, taking the arms above head and to the side, and big giant half circles. Or maybe give yourself a nice bear hug, one arm on top of the other, and rocking side to side nice and gently. And changing the crossing of your arms, taking a nice deep breath in between. And again, finding those gentle rocks side to side. Now finding the balls at the very top of the back, but not so much that it's onto your cervical spine. And taking your arms in a nice big cactus and just allowing some sustained compression here. Maybe you take your head from side to side, nice and gently. Finding some mobility within the neck. And just allow yourself to sink into the weight of your body against the balls. And whenever you're ready to get up, gently allow yourself that time. And now we're going to come to the wall. And I'll show you that even if any of those poses didn't feel good, doing them on the ground with the full weight of your body, maybe coming up against the wall will feel a little bit easier on the back. So doing that same motion, going up and down this time, nice big strokes. And the further away you are from the wall, the more intense the pressure is going to be. So the closer you are, you can kind of take some of that pressure off. So definitely choose your own intensity here. And also know that you'll be working your quads a bit as well, doing that wall sit. Now we're going to come to the side, taking the balls on a more vertical stance, and just doing one side at a time, going from the outside towards the midline of the spine, but not rolling over the bony spine. And just gently moving the balls up, maybe an inch or two higher. And slowly moving them up again, another inch or two. And swaying the hips side to side. Feel free to linger wherever you like. And once you get to the top, you just sling the balls across the shoulder. And just get into the shoulder. Maybe you take the arm across the body and really get in between those shoulder blades there. Feel free to swing the arm side to side. Maybe find any movements up or down to the left and right that feel good and natural in the body. Just be explorative here and allow yourself to explore through these ranges of motion in the shoulder and what's happening in the back. And if you find a particular spot you want to just linger at and apply some sustained compression, then do so. Feel free to roll the shoulders out before moving on to the other side, taking them in that vertical orientation and rolling from the outside towards the inside or the midline of the body, making sure not to roll over the spine, those bony outcroppings from the back. So just moving up inch at a time, and swaying the hips side to side. And once you get to the top, just slinging the balls over the shoulder and settling your weight back against the wall, swaying the hips from side to side. Again, maybe taking that arm across the body and allowing yourself to get deep underneath that scapula, underneath your shoulder blade. Breathe nice and deep in any sustained compression. Maybe you find that movement in the arm. And at any time, finding that explorative movement in the arm, swaying it side to side or up and down, finding any movement that you like in that other arm, exploring those ranges of motion, seeing what feels good, listening to your body and what it needs right now in this moment in time. And maybe you even find some gentle stretches in your neck now that we're here up in this upper trap and shoulder area. If that feels good, just explore some half circles of the neck. And if you did this exploration on this side, maybe you do some left to right, looking over the shoulder. Maybe find that exploration on the other side as well. And it's okay for one side to feel different, more tight or less tight than the other. We have asymmetries all throughout the body. This work helps us really dive deeper into noticing these subtle asymmetries of the body even more. And not trying to apply any judgment or anything, just noticing. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.